Don't say anything. Don't say anything. Don't say anything.
Didn't have time to stop, son.
Leave it open. Hi, everybody. Hope everybody's doing good. Trying to rebuild a new channel. Would appreciate you if you guys could subscribe and like and all that stuff. Hope you're enjoying my birdies. Hope you guys will come in and subscribe. Help me rebuild my channel. Or rebuild or build this one. Hope you enjoy my birdies. These are the stars of every show around here. Good morning, Witch Mom. Or Witch Moon. I'm sorry, honey. Uh-oh, puppies. Thank you. Jim, I love you too, honey. I'm trying to, the doctors don't know where my blood is going in my body. So, spent a couple of days dealing with that. I won't go into detail. So I thought, well, today I'll just do this live of my birdies. A lot of people want to know what they're hearing in the background. This is them. Thank you, Gemma, honey. I so appreciate that. You're a very, very good girl. Very kind. I'm trying to, Olado. It's really hard. You know, when you're terminally ill, it is hard to hang on sometimes. Thank you guys for coming in. I so appreciate it. My birdies are silly. Oh, thank you, Jim, and I adore you too, sweet girl. What are you birdies doing? Where'd your dad go? I don't see him. These two little birdies that you're looking at right now, these are, thank you, Witch Moon, honey. Okay, Daddy's back up there. The daddy bird is the one in the center. And he has two daughters. Their mother died a few months ago. We're not sure what she died from. All I know is that she was pulling out her blood feathers. Her blood feathers around her neck. And, you know, it's very hard for vets to take care of birds. Unless you have a avian specialist. And we don't have that here where we live. The little bird that's in the center now with the blue tail, that little bird has a curly tail. That's Jazz. The one that's on the pink perch, that's Razz. And the dude that's in the middle there, that's their father. They lost their mother a few months ago. If it wasn't for these little birds and my puppy dogs, I wouldn't have much to be here for. I have my 2 sons. They have their own lives. My Colin lives at home. He is very helpful and he is a very good boy. And my oldest son lives in Colorado, but I don't get to see him very often. And I have a grandchild. And you know how that can be when people separate and they have a child. Usually the mother of the child is more with her family. And because it's my son and a lot of things happen there, we don't get to see our grandchild, and that is very hard and very sad. When you're not well and you want to be able to tell your I haven't seen my grandchild since last Christmas. And you know, as we get older and we get sick, you know, it's very important to us to get to talk to. Hello, Daphne, honey. Yep, this is all day long. This is what they do. I don't know what I would do if they ever get quiet. They're more active in the morning than they are at night. I'm having a very hard time right now just keeping my strength. Terminal illness is not, it's hard. We just got to keep going until Lord calls us home. But I've got these little birds to watch and my little dogs. Birdies are silly this morning. Are you playing tag? The little bird you see on the pink perch, that little bird was the runt. That's Razz. And the little bird that's on the beads, I don't know if you can tell, that's Jazz. That's the one in the middle is the daddy. My son don't talk to me. I have 3 granddads. Don't see or talk to them. I understand. Yeah, my daughter-in-law, we get along. We've never had crosswords with each other. It's just that she and my son, you know, it's between them. And when it's like that, hello, Linda, honey. When it's like that, the grandparents have to suffer because, you know, when it's between the two kids, you know, my first husband and I got a divorce, but one thing I never did was keep my son from his grandparents. And it's like my daughter-in-law tells me, we don't have any ill feelings towards you. We love you. But what she doesn't understand is that, and I love her as well, when there's a child involved, the child gets to see his grandparents, but because she says she has, it's nothing against us personally, but, you know, she and Adam don't get along, so we don't get to see him, and it's very sad. Your birdies are so silly playing tag today. But I'm hoping and praying I feel better. I'm having a hard time today with my breathing. And my blood disappears and I don't know where it's going. So I hope I'm not bringing anybody down. I'll be fine, one way or the other. I've lived a long life. There are a lot of people worse off than me. I don't know what I want to do right now in this point in my life. I just don't really know what I want to do. But I wish you all well and happiness. Good morning, Ariel. Thank you for coming. I deleted that other channel. I just couldn't see if something happens because of this illness, having that channel out there in the world. So I made up this little one. It doesn't matter where it goes. It just gives me a little bit of fun. And sometimes, well, that's what we need. I hope you're enjoying seeing my little birds. I had been asked before. I had been asked before to turn the camera on them and let people see them. So there they are. And that's what you hear. I know on the other channel I had done a lot of shout outs for people. And I'm sorry I deleted that channel for those people who did shout outs. Of course, those shout outs are way down the line, so I wouldn't mind if someone did a shout out for me. That would be great, but it's okay. It's okay. Which one of you blew? Razz is on the bottom. Razz, what you doing down there? They're looking at him like they're looking at her. Yes, the little birdies will make you happy. I hate the fact that they have to be in a cage. That's why I bought this big, big cage. When we got the stimulus, the birds are the one. Oh, that's awesome, Jim, honey. What are you birdies all doing in the bottom of the cage? They must be eating. Oh gosh, yeah, I've done probably 50 or more shout outs. There is, that's Jazz and Razz. They flew back up. What's your dad doing down there, guys? Whoops, they're back down there with Daddy. I love to fly in that cage. It's called a flight cage. Of my children and my animals, every animal I've ever had, including outdoor animals. Thank you, Ojo. I appreciate it, honey. I will turn you blue. I can't turn you blue on this phone. If everybody could drop links for if anybody's blue. I can't turn anybody blue with this phone right now. Thank you, dear. I appreciate it. My son and my husband will be gone all day. So we'll see what happens with that. I have to start getting rid of a lot of things and getting rid of a lot of stuff because, oh my gosh, if my family, they have to deal with getting rid of all this stuff, it's going to be hard on them. What are you guys doing? Did you go down to the bottom to eat? Jazzy, what? You sound agitated. There's Daddy. He flew back up. Daddy flew back up. Razz's little curly tail cracks me up. It's curly on the end. She's the one that's on the right now. Jazzy girl. Kiwi, what are you doing anyway? Jazzy. She says, I'm just flying around. She's got a lot of blue on her. Oh, thank you, Jim. I so appreciate that, sweet girl. God bless you. You are one of the true good people in this world. You are a blessing to me, sweet girl. I guess my birdies are down at the bottom eating. I hear them chewing on the paper. I use a white paper that I get from my moving and storage company here in my hometown. And I put that in the bottom because newspaper is not good for them. And they can get very sick because they love to chew paper. I am just being me sharing my experiences. I love your content. I love to watch you, Gemma. And I'm very glad that you, whoops, sorry guys, almost dropped my phone. I am so glad that you share your life experiences because that's great to let people know. Now Daddy is feeding Jazz. Parakeets are very, very cool birds. They mate for life. Oh, honey, you could never overload people. People love you. And people need to know. Back to my birds, though. Parakeets mate for life. When the mother bird passed away, I have in the bottom of my cage, I have this thing. It's a string ball, and it hangs on the side of the cage. And when they nest, they pull those strings out and they put I have coconuts. Now, these are father and daughter, so I won't be putting a coconut in their cage because I wouldn't want them to mate, since there's father and two daughters. And I don't know about bringing another female in, but that he would not be related to, that he could mate with, but I don't know. I don't think I'll do that. But if I would put one of my coconut nest in there right now, both of those females, it would be very complicated because they would probably try to make a nest in the coconut and then they would want to lay eggs. It's just like when a woman wants to have babies, and then there will be babies. But I won't do that. And I think that he is actually aggravating her, the oldest daughter, which is Jazz, one funny little tail there. But it would not be a good idea for them to mate. Thank you, Gemma. I so appreciate that, sweet girl. God bless you. Thank you, thank you. I so appreciate that. You are a very sweet girl. Birdies. Let's see if I can get them to get quiet. Usually I do this, it quiets them down. May not work today. Thank you, Jimmy. Yeah, these are my little birdies. I love them dearly. This usually quiets them down. The babies have never, well, the father has never, they've never experienced anything anywhere but in a cage. And it's a sad thing. But I bought them this cage. This cage is 4.5, oh my gosh, it's taller than that, almost 5 feet tall. So they have all this space up here and all kinds of space down there. to play and to live. And they are fed very well. And they have plenty of toys to play with. What was that called? You flew, Jazzy, you flew right over your dad. They don't like whistling. And my husband whistles to them, and they don't like that. Three little birds. Hello, Sling Channel. Hello, honey. Selene Gun Channel. I'm so sorry if I mispronounced that. Are they blurry, guys? They don't look too blurry to me. Of course, I had to zoom in because I'm all the way across the other room. Or the room, I'm sorry. I hope they aren't. Yes, I saw that. That's awesome, hon. I'm not really much of a Halloween celebrator. I did when my kids were young. Of course, they never liked it. My boys never cared about holidays. They never even asked me for anything for Christmas when they were little. I've always been on holidays all by myself. Yes, people with autism prepare for that. Yes, and I will spread the word, Gemma, honey. Birdies. Thank you guys for coming. I won't stay long. Another minute or so. I know people don't like long videos. I know it helps get the views. But, you know. Thank you, Gemma, honey. Bless you. You're so sweet, Gemma. If all the people in the world were as kind and good as you are, what a wonderful world it would be. You sweet girl. You birdies are just getting all kinds of riled up, aren't you? I need a good meal today. I need some protein. I need some food. I have the severe stomach issue, and it doesn't seem to be getting any better, so it's very hard to eat. But I'll make it. Yes, the world would be a much better place, but unfortunately people are too quick to be negative. Yes, and I try to be as positive as I can, always. Hello, Lady Spellbreaker. I am very sick this last few days. But I try to still stay positive. Lady Spellbreaker, these are my 3 babies. My baby babies. The daddy is 5. And let me see which one is daddy right now. Daddy's he's in the middle there. He always tries to be in the middle. I have Jazz and I have Razz. They're both girls. Or is that Jazz? Yep, that's Daddy in the middle there. Jazz is on the left and Razz is on the right. Razz is our little runt. I hope they're not too blurry. But I thank you guys for coming. I'm going to try to get up and find it's hard to stay positive all the time. It's not real if someone is always positive, exactly, especially when we're not feeling real good. That's right, it sure is. I thank you guys for coming in. Lady Spellbreaker, I love you, my sweetheart. I'm going to shut this thing down. I hope my birds weren't blurry and too hard to see. I love you all. I hope you connect. And I'll shut this down so it... Oh, thank you, Gemma, honey. You make me smile. You are a sweet, sweet, sweet soul. I love you all. I'm going to shut it down. Kiss, kiss to you, Lady Spellbreaker. God bless you all. Shout me out if you can on your channels. I'd like to get this channel up a little bit. Love you too, Witch Moon, honey. My son and I are planning on next Sunday on our paranormal channel, which is called Mother and Son Paranormal. I don't know if anyone could find that link right now and drop it. We're supposed to do a live. Depending on how things are, and if I'm not back in the hospital by then, I pray the Lord I'm not. Hello, beautiful Chris. Yeah, I don't have a 500. I think you can get a community tab now. All right, guys, I love you. Have a wonderful Sunday. I'm going to get a bite to eat because I am not, and try to keep that down. My stomach is old and wore out. Thank you. That is Mother and Son Paranormal. If you're not into the paranormal, this channel's great anyway. So check it out. I'd appreciate it. We do speak with spirits, and that's not a bad thing. I will never forget the people that have passed on before us. I will always visit cemeteries. I have loved cemeteries since I was a little bitty girl. Oh, now the birdies are swinging. Sending abundant, vibrant, healing, love, and light to all you angels. Thank you. Okay, guys, I love you. I'm gonna get on off here. Birdies, say bye-bye to everybody. Birdies, can you say bye-bye? Hope it wasn't too blurry, guys. I love you all. God bless you all. Stay happy. Stay safe. Stay as positive as possible. Love you all. Bye-bye.